So anyways, my god brother had wrote me a note, and he was also in the closet, and I loved him unconditionally, like, but he was the pastor's son, you know? And so he was like the junior pastor or whatever, but he would write me these little sweet ass notes, like have mine in pink and like, you know, like how a girl would do, like cute, like we would write each other notes, but he put my full government name at the top. It was like a prayer or something kind and sweet. And then the police officer goes, "Is this you?" And I was just like, oh. And of course they could look it up and see like my first and last name is a runaway. So I was just like, I think I said no, but it was just too late. And so I'm like, what about her? I'm like, we left together. Yeah. They're like, she's 17, she doesn't have to go anywhere. They're like, you're not. And I was like, my birthday's coming up. And they're like, well, it's not your birthday. So then I get in the car and I'm lying my butt off. Like
the other girl stayed.
Yeah, after she was out there butt naked, running around. And I was like, those people were good to me. And they're like, they literally start laughing. They're like, were they? And I was like, yes, they were protecting me. You're not even asking me what's going on at home, and you're just gonna make me go back. That's how you felt at the time? Yeah. Which is sick.
I mean,
it's crazy. Like, those people did not care about me.
Were there like a missing person?
Yes, that's how they knew. That's why me saying no didn't matter. They could look up Simone, government last name that was on this piece of paper, is a runaway. Like, this is her. So, yeah.
And you said you ran away again after that?
I ran away before that. I'm getting my timelines messed up. That had to be the last time, because I was already going into being an adult around that time. And then what did happen was, once I did get home, so I'm skipping parts. I remember I get to the juvenile center, and the day I'm allowed to go home, my dad's there. It's like, I think it's Valentine's Day, the very next day, and my birthday would have been the day after. This woman in the cell is like, you ungrateful bitch, because I didn't want to go home. I was like, oh my God, when they like called my name, she's like, I would fucking go. I would take your place in a heartbeat. I was like, okay, let me just get out of here. Mm-hmm. But in reality, I was ready to get lost in the system. Like, I didn't want to go home because I thought my dad was going to beat the shit out of me. Rightfully so. Like, why are you running away and having us worried? So we end up like, I done traumatized. My brother's in the car. He's still obviously not speaking to me. I'm just the freak show of the family. Like, he's just in silence for the ride. They're on my butt about everything. And
they had to drive. You lived out here, so that's like 3-4 hours.
Woodlands to San Antonio and back. So,
which is not a big deal at all, but I'm saying in the eyes of your brother, it's like, man, I gotta get in this car and drive fucking 8 hours.
Don't even want to see this bitch. And then from there, I ended up, when I was 17, I went through a homeschooling program. I had to basically beg them, like,
to not go back to school.
Yeah, like, and I mean, at first they did, and I also didn't tell them what happened. I didn't tell them. He was mad at me for a long time. My dad was pissed, but it's like, it wouldn't have. I tried to have like some of these talks with them as an adult. I hope they don't even see this, but yeah, it was just hard. Yeah. It was hard. I tried to have some of these talks with them because they resented me for so long because they didn't understand what happened or why I was the way I was. But when I tried to, especially with my mom was not ready to hear it, and she probably will never be, and I can respect that. But that drew us even farther apart because I was like, I'm trying to tell you something and you're not listening, and da-da-da-da. But it's like, she knew where I was going with it. She didn't want to hear it. It's like, well, I wanted to know all these years. Now you're trying to tell me? Like, I don't want to hear that. Mm-hmm. Like, so yeah. But at the time, they didn't know what really happened. All they knew is that I willingly ran away and was just gone. So, anyways, I went back to school several times after running away. Like, that really messed me up too, like, without any real counsel or even being able to tell my parents what happened to me, and just go. And I remember I tried.
I mean, it's hard to go back to like the kid life, like when all these other kids are just got their normal kid shit going on. They don't know nothing about no sex trafficking and all that shit. They never thought about it. Like, it's hard to be around that when now you got some more serious trauma and more serious problems going forward. Yeah.
And then I tried to tell one kid, biggest mistake of my life. This kid was just like lusting over me. And it's so weird. Like, I remember he was African, but he wasn't like the stereotypical African. Like, usually Africans come from like a 2-parent household and it's very strict, but like his dad was not around. It was just the mother, and like they kept the African tradition, but like he wanted to be American culturally. Like he wanted to be hood and gangster so bad, and it just didn't click with him. And I saw past that, and I just wanted to be friends with him. And like this kid was always lusting after me and like wanted to have sex with me. And of course I'm filled with all this trauma, and like I'm not trying to have sex with him. Yeah. And so I'd show him what happened to me. At the time they had this thing called Backpage. It was on Backpage. I show him and tell him about this traumatic thing that happened to me and what these people did to me. And because I didn't have sex with him, like weeks or months later, he sends me the link like to my Facebook inbox. And I'm just like looking at it like mortified, like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And in reality, I wish he did expose it, because that could have exposed those people.
Could have exposed the people, and it also could have gave you to, because like you said, you
But
were
I
trying
was
to
like,
tell
I hope
him
nobody
what's going
sees this. I
on,
hope he
so
doesn't show it to anyone. Like,
you're
I was
trying to
just
tell him what's
scared.
going on. You're trying to tell people, if he shows that to people, then that can open the door. Like, okay, you already know, you already saw, so now let me explain my feelings, you know, and get some therapeutic help, and instead of, because I'm assuming you just internalized all this and just kept pushing. Yeah. All right, y'all. So look, we just dropped a Patreon. That means access to this full interview early and other few interviews like it, as well as essentially an apprenticeship from me digitally. Now, this Patreon is gonna have 2 tiers. The starter tier is gonna come with early access to full videos, behind the scenes content, tattoo and piercing quick tip, ad-free content, as well as information recommendation. That means any book, ebook, YouTube video, course, whatever I come across, what helps me is gonna help you. Now the second tier, that's only for the hustlers. That's gonna have access to everything I just mentioned, as well as in-depth tattoo videos with technique voiceovers. These are not time lapses. This is full 2, 3, 4 hours, however long it takes me to tat, you're gonna see all of it. We're also gonna have my Piercing 101 guide that's already up, my Piercing 102 guide that's on the way. I'm gonna drop the gems for the entrepreneurs. I'm gonna have things for clothing lines, manufacturers, how to speak with them, etc. I might even do some personal critiques for those trying to be tattoo artists. Be on the lookout for that. Subscribe to the channel and subscribe to the Patreon.